Hello everyone and welcome back to Jira 8 Recipes. In section 1, we got introduced to Agile project management with Jira and deep dived into effectively managing issues for Agile projects. Now, in section 2, plugin development process, we are going to learn to create a custom plugin for Jira using Atlassian SDK. So let's go ahead and get started. In this section, we will be learning to use Atlassian SDK to work with plugin modules. We will take a look at some common plugin module types that Jira SDK provides and we'll start with creating a skeleton plugin. We will then create a web item plugin module and learn to deploy a plugin in your Jira environment. We will also look at the types of resources and learn to add resources and web resources and plugins to extend the functionality of the plugins. Some examples being adding custom UI elements, JavaScripts, and styling sheets. Let's start exploring the plugin module in Jira. Before we begin working with plugins, there are some prerequisites such as we need to have Java installed and Java home path in the environment variables. We also need to install SDK. Then we'll learn about plugins and their types. So let's begin. In order to verify whether we have Java home installed on our machine, we can simply go to environment variables. And here we do have Java home with the path, which indicates that we do have Java installed. And in order to install Atlassian SDK, you can simply Google Atlassian SDK download and click on the very first link. And you can follow the instruction on this page. Once you install it, you will see we do have Atlassian home as well as M2 home in our environment variables. Now let's understand what are the plugins and their types. Plugins or add-ons extend the functionality provided by Jira Server. Some examples would be adding custom workflows and objects, etc. The Atlassian Marketplace is a good venue to find plugins that have been vetted for use in your project. Now, if you Google Atlassian Jira plugin and go to the Marketplace, here we can search for different plugins that are supported by Jira. Let's say we have a Synapse RT plugin, which extends the functionality of Jira for test management. Jira provides several plugin modules. Let's see some of the examples on their documentation page. And for that, if we go to Atlassian SDK Developer, References and Plugin Module section, here we can see the list of all the plugin modules. Now let's say we have a component plugin module, which allows user to create components that can be shared with other plugins. Servlet plugin allowed to work with Java Servlet. REST API module helps to expose services and data entities as REST API. Web item allows plugins to define a new links in the application menus. And web resources allows plugins to define downloadable resources. We will be creating web item and web resources plugin in the following videos.